It's not all choppy.
Oh, we'll find out in a second. There you go.
Oh, it's not too bad. It's pretty delayed, but...
Yeah. Alright, so I'm going to start this. You ready?
Yeah. We're alive. Hey.
Welcome to the SNR Motoring Super Early Morning Show Evening Edition.
Evening edition. Let's look at these people. Don't look at the phone over there.
Well,
there's two people in there.
Alright, so we missed Sunday because that was a...
Yeah,
It was an interesting day,
yeah.
to say the least.
Yeah.
So,
started out... How did it start out?
early.
You forgot, well, yeah, early. You forgot the microphone at your house, so we had to go back and get that.
Let's just kind of...
Then we went back...
Let's kind of power through the news real quick, and then
Okay.
we'll kind of talk about it more. That light's kind of bleaching after.
So do I look like my head is blown off?
Yes. All right. So here you go.
So this is a live video, but we're gonna do our podcast. So
yeah, we missed it Sunday, even though I said it's already up. All right, so we're just kind of go through the news real quick. So the 4-cylinder Supra is hitting Europe. It's going to be a 2.0 turbo. It's going to have a 50-50 weight distribution, sharper handling, 220 pounds lighter, and 255 horsepower and 295 foot-pounds of torque. And there's also going to be a special Fuji edition for the first 500.
is that
For the Speedway.
is the engine a BMW engine again, or is it?
Don't know.
Oh.
The article didn't say. More than likely. And the U.S. is expected to get the four-cylinder of the Supra, and it doesn't say anything about price point, but it should be. It'll probably be around the 35, 36 range.
Oh, nice.
That's my guess. Do I hate it? No, not really. Do I care? No, not really. I mean, it's still kind of cool that all the Mark IIIs are selling for ridiculous prices at Barrett Jackson.
When are you gonna sell yours? When are you gonna put yours up for 100
What,
grand?
Barrett Jackson? Yeah, I'll send that right to Barrett Jackson. But if anyone wants to give me like 20 grand, I'll sell it.
Yeah.
I need a 911. Or if they just want to trade me a 911, that's take that too. All right. Next, I thought this was kind of funny. So 2 GM employees were arrested for racing new C8 vets. They were leaving a local bar.
That's even better. I didn't know. I didn't read into the story, but
and they both hit 45 mile, or they hit 100 mile an hour in a 45 zone. This was in Bowling Green, Kentucky. So I think those guys just lost their job. I hope not. Like, I wish those guys the best. But I mean, I could see that being something dumb that I would do.
yeah.
And that's all I got.
That's all you got?
Yeah, that's all I got. I know you were talking about the...
Yeah, I just saw a video that that Nissan is testing a twin turbo 370Z. It's coming from their Infiniti. One of their Infiniti says it's already twin turbo. It's a V6 twin turbo. It's gonna make like 400 horsepower.
No, I don't know the first thing about Nissan.
Yeah. So who's watching here? We got 2 people watching. Show yourself.
All right, you want to bring up readers' rides?
Yeah.
We can do that, and then we can.
That's in our monthly
We can talk about Sunday's
fiasco.
Yeah, which is pretty interesting.
So last week we picked 2. We only have to pick 1 this week, right?
Yeah, we picked two last week, so one this week.
So if you don't know what we're talking about, on our Facebook we have a um, monthly contest, I guess. I don't know. If you want to call it that.
Viewers post up their rides. We
Yeah.
pick one, and then at the end of the month, we randomly select one that we've picked, and then they win something that I don't think anyone's received yet.
Oh yeah, I finally sent out the sticker to the Bergen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And so
I gotta send out Joe something. StarQuest Joe. I got that in the works because he's getting some. He sent me some stuff. So the Question Master is here,
What's up, Question
and so
Master?
let's build one more. What's up, dudes? We're gonna get to your questions that you
Last week.
asked last week. If I can figure out how to use this laptop. So right now we're doing the. Oh, it's Dave. It's Mr. Cheney.
Oh, what's up, Mr. Cheney? How are you?
So right now we just did the news. So now we're gonna do our little monthly readers ride giveaway thing. I forgot my password. What?
I can't read.
Super is gonna win. Win what? The race? The big race? I don't know. I got a new toy to put on the Conquest that's gonna give me all the powers.
Can't lose the race if you don't show up.
That's true. Alright. So, I don't even remember what people have posted.
I don't, what did we pick last week?
Last week we picked Howard's Starion and
Mr. Cheney's.
Mr. Cheney's
240.
Shop 240. Is it alright if we call you Mr. Cheney? Alright, so we got a Mini Cooper, straight six fans, Ford Fairmont, Mr. Logan Boston's StarQuest. He says, yeah, man.
Okay, cool.
Another StarQuest, that's the one we picked. The Evo, Doug's Supra, Mike's Supra, and Paul's Conquest.
All right. Did we? I'm gonna go Evo.
Alright,
Evo.
I'm gonna go with Doug's Supra.
Okay.
So now we have to
Fight to the death.
fight to the death and pick one.
Super wins.
Does it really?
Yes.
Okay. Doug. Mr. Doug Lytle. You're this week's winner. Congratulations.
There's no picture. Just like live.
Oh yeah, let's see if we can do this. We're doing this on my phone, by the way, so
I'm using a laptop.
that's this week's winner.
It's so busted.
Well, last time we tried to do a live video, I don't know if any of you remember,
Oh, man,
when we were putting the motor into the Conquest,
That was terrible.
it just, laptop said no.
And I don't think the PBRs helped either.
No.
They were flowing like water. We need to get the questions from Mr. Cheney. No, not Mr. Cheney.
Davis, the question
Davis,
master.
The question master. Should QM for short? You like QM or I don't know. Question master is way better.
Yeah. Kind of reminds me of Ghostbusters one. Was it the Keymaster?
Yeah.
Yeah. How do I get to it?
Just get
I
out.
don't see the little super chat thing. Was it this one?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't.
It was 30? Is this 30? No, it was 30.
What episode are we on?
I didn't even say what episode. This would be 31.
It's that one. I don't want to.
I'm sure this is exciting to listen to.
All right, so now we're gonna answer the question master's questions.
What?
All right, so number one, the question master asked, "How did you come up with the nickname for your conquest? Does the MK3 have a nickname?" I came up with the nickname because he is an ornery old jerk. So, nicknamed him Grandpa.
Marla is the nickname of the Supra, and the chassis code's MA70. So, Marla. The one before I have now was Maria, and the one before that was Marissa.
So you're going with the MAs.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I go off chassis codes.
All right. Number two, what is the story on how you both originally got your cars? Me first? You first?
You go ahead.
I had it was a 95 Eclipse non-turbo. Mr. Cheney asked, how many MK3s have you had?
3.
But the Conquest, I had it, like I said, I had a 95 Mitsubishi Eclipse non-turbo. And was looking for something else to get. And I knew of the Starion. So I just kind of started looking at those, and I found one kind of local. It was in Charleston, which is about 2.5 hours away, and it was all original. Only had like 80,000 miles on it when I picked it up. And me and my dad went to go test drive it, and we were driving around the neighborhood in it, and I floored it, and my dad was like, "We're getting this car. It's got so much torque." I'm like, "All right, sounds good." So we came back next week later, and we bought it, picked it up, and I drove. I didn't even realize it, but I drove all the way home with the hood open, like it wasn't shut all the way. It was popped. Timmy H says TSI badass. That's right. How's it going, Timmy H?
I like how every question both of us are going to
Yeah. You can see up our nose when,
Yeah.
when you ask a question. So how'd you get?
I had a 03 WRX. I had it for, I don't know, like 8 years.
Yeah, you had it for a long time.
I got bored of it. And I was kind of at that point where it was either the transmission was going to go or the motor was going to go. Like, it had a lot of miles on it. I had a TDO 5 16G on it, and I had a 20G getting ready to go on it too.
Yeah.
And just bored. So someone on Craigslist had posted a Supra, and he contacted me and asked if I wanted to trade, because I put in the comments that, sell or willing to trade for an older Toyota. So I want, a Supra, an old Celica, old Corolla, Cressy, any old Toyota. And so Dad and I loaded up the old battle wagon, went to Charleston, and
Charleston's got all the good cars.
yeah, they really do. And the owner had thought that it had a blown turbo. The car ran beautifully. It just smoked and wouldn't build boost. So I said, all right, trade it. So we traded, got it home, and come find out I had a broken piston. So that's where I'm at.
That's where he's at. Next question. Which one of your kids will get your cars once they are complete and they can drive? None of them.
Yeah, I think Mama Randall's gonna shut that one down.
Yeah.
She's not gonna let. She's not a fan of old cars.
Yeah.
If any of them, it'd be the 2-year-old, the current 2-year-old.
I don't
Because she
know.
always talks about the Supra.
Really?
Always talks about the Supra. Every time we walk
Yeah.
through the garage, she talks about it.
Lucas and Olivia, they're kind of, they're even on, like, their interest with the Conquest. They both want to sit in it and press all the buttons and turn the steering wheel. Olivia, our other vehicle is right there, and she sits on the passenger side. So whenever she gets in the car, she sees the Conquest and wants to get into it. But yeah, Lucas, we let him drive, like, from the mailboxes to our house.
Mm-hmm.
So he wants to drive the Conquest sometimes. But so I don't know. It's it's 50-50 on who would like to have it. But yeah, I'm probably going to be buried in that car.
Kids sell it, get rid of the can.
Yeah. Sell for $100,000.
Yeah.
Son wants a 240. I ruined him. Come back here and comment. Where did he go? We're not on it. Well, we'll read it in a minute.
We got one question left.
Yeah. If a subscriber wanted to know when they subscribe to your channel, does YouTube give that information? I don't know. I don't think so. I've never seen anything that said subscriber since.
Yeah, really not sure.
My son wants a 240. I ruined him early on with them.
Come on.
Wants no part of my Supra.
Come on, who doesn't love pop-ups?
Yeah.
I mean, they're worthless for seeing at night, but they're cool.
Yeah, Lucas comes in all the time. I need to roll up my window because he comes into the garage and hits the light button on the side. Pop-up lights come up.
Alright, so that's all the...
He has one more question. He has to change his name on the credits.
You're supposed to do that.
Yes. Yeah. I forgot. I'm sorry. Oh, question master.
I think that was it.
Yep. Change the name. Yeah. I'll change your name on the credits, Davis. I promise.
So is that it? We got everything out of the way?
That's all the questions, yeah. That's all the,
Okay, so now we can get into the train wreck that was Sunday.
yeah. So if you guys, I'm sure you've seen our latest video, the 370 versus the Mach 1. You got it, Davis. So yeah, it started out early because, we'd do this early. So we got to our meeting spot, and Randall said he forgot the microphone that we use for our podcast. So the meeting spot wasn't far away from his house, so we went and grabbed that. And then we got back to the spot, and we were going to start the podcast, and I grabbed the little box behind me full of all my equipment, and I looked inside of it, and I didn't have our camera. And lived 30 minutes away. So I had to, Randall went to my brother's house where my truck was to see if it was in there. Then I went back to, it wasn't in the truck. So I had to drive 30 minutes to my house to get the camera, and then 30 minutes back. And then we kind of pulled it off. The audio for some reason didn't work on the 370Z runs, but
It worked on the Mustang, which made no sense whatsoever.
yeah, but
Because I didn't do anything
that
different.
I'm glad I worked on the Mustang because it was more interesting anyway.
It's crazy. Yeah, when I was going to your brother's house, I come off of 501 to get on bypass, that little ramp there,
Yeah.
and as I'm getting on, I like shift up to third and get on it, and broke the back tires loose.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was like, man, this thing sucks. I can't get traction on it. And, what do you call it? And that was just like a common thing with that car. No matter what I did, I'd light the back tires up
Yeah.
and just roast them.
So, do you guys see a little symbol on the bottom? Looks like a little dollar sign, by chance?
No.
Because I don't. Nope.
No biggie.
Trying to get some money at you fools. Just kidding. So what do you guys want to talk about? Our podcast is over. You want to end the podcast?
We can if you want to.
Because it's just going to be,
Us talking for a little bit.
yeah.
All right, so we are signing off on the podcast. If you want to see the rest of what we don't talk about, and check out the video on YouTube.
Yeah, do that.
Yeah, and if you need swag, go to sandrmotoring.com. If you like the podcast or just want to help us out, go to wherever you listen to the podcast and just give us a review. It will help us out a lot. So, signing off the podcast. Good night.
See you. Well, we're not ending the live video, just the podcast.
I'm gonna go ahead and put this up. So,
Mr.
talk.
Cheney's got another subscriber. Look at that. Build one more. I just subscribed to your channel there, David.
We need to give him a shout out.
Yeah.
Like on one of the videos.
The real videos? Yeah,
Yes.
definitely. I didn't even know you had a channel.
I did, and I wanted to give him a shout out, and then David, dude with Blue Super, he's got one too.
Oh, does he? What's
Yeah.
his? Everybody gets a shout out.
How about we just wait till
Alright.
the real video and do it? I guess really.
Whatever. Whatever
Really.
you want to do.
What do you want to do?
So what are you guys doing
What's that? Episode 39?
on this fine evening? Hanging out with us.
It's a date today.
I have no the 21st. Oh, number 5. Who would number 5 be?
Jim.
He's probably at work. Oh, the Question Master's wife. Hello, Question Master's wife.
Oh gosh.
If you guys could.
I feel like we're gonna get in trouble for something.
Why?
I don't know.
What would we do?
I don't know.
If you guys could, hit that like button there and share this. I'm going to share it on my personal Facebook.
Oh.
Everyone's probably sick of it, though. So who watched the last video? So I'll give you so next video. I don't know. What do you want to do next video?
What do you got? Well, that's the yet is kind of the key word.
So if you guys didn't see the end of our last video, got something pretty exciting. We got the good old math translator. Someone else got in here.
Sweet.
Oh.
Yes, we did. It's awesome.
Oh, Question Master's roommate. Nice. It's a Question family. But yeah, so my whole house is watching this on the living room TV.
Yes.
Take a picture of that and post it up, and I'm gonna see that. So yeah, I got Math Translator. I'm gonna be installing on the Conquest here pretty soon. Maybe Sunday. I don't know. I got that, and then so I ran the codes on the Conquest, and it was throwing a TSC code. So good buddy StarQuest Joe sent me some ISCs and the Math Translator, and good old GM Math. One step closer to an LS swap.
I knew it was coming.
It's
I
not,
called it.
It's not coming.
Yes, it is.
No.
Yes, it is. You're going to window the G54 and you're going to want more.
No. Like I said, this Conquest will always have the G54B in it. Always.
9/27, January 21st, 2020. I called it.
What?
There will be an LS
In this car?
in G-Pop.
No.
Okay.
Never. If I ever get another one, yeah, maybe. Probably. Most likely. I don't know. That mod motor is pretty mean.
You don't want a mod motor.
Yeah.
It's just been a long time since you've driven.
Anything with power.
Yeah.
Like my brother's 370.
It's a good idea.
I don't know. I'd have to put a metal head gasket on it.
They're overrated.
So yeah, like my brother's 370. It's quick and everything, but it doesn't feel as. Watch the internet explode. And somebody actually has put a 7M in a Conquest, believe it or not.
Yeah, he's on 7M power.
Really?
Yeah.
But yeah, like I was saying, my brother, the 370, it's fast. It's quick and everything, but it just doesn't. The Mustang had more feeling than the 370. The 370 was just like. It's like real smooth, like all the way through the RPM range. The Mustang.
It's just got like low end grunt.
Yeah.
You can be in any gear at any RPM and you have power. You have usable torque. I mean, up high, it's amazing that it pulls.
Yeah. It should be, but it just didn't feel like it. Like the Mustang, it felt fast, but maybe it's because I've never driven in it and I knew what to expect in the 370.
You were also driving the 370.
What did it feel like to you?
Felt slower.
Yeah. Well, you even said it after we did the pull in the Mustang. You were like, I was like, do you think it was? Or how do you think it was doing? You said faster, but it should have been faster. If it had better tires on it, it would have been.
Well, the funny thing is, like, so my dad, he's looking at tires. He wants stickier tires.
Yeah.
So today he he checked the tire pressure on it, and there was 45 pounds of pressure all the way around. I was like, well, that could be part of your problem, man. You might want to drop that down a little bit. So,
Jeez.
so he said he's going to bring it over the weekend, and we're going to drop the tire pressure on it. So hopefully it helps it out a little bit. Because after he watched the video, he sent me a message, and he was like, I want a rematch. I want to stick to your tires in a rematch. I'm like, well, sorry, dude, it's drag racing. You lost. One and done. So he said the 21st. He wants a rematch the 21st.
It might be a different outcome also with my brother driving it because he's used to it and whatnot.
Well, if I have more wheel time, if we both have more wheel time with both those cars, I think we could have done a lot better. But I think that was the second time I've driven that car.
Yeah. That was probably the third time I drove my brother's car.
And I've been driving automatics now for ever and a
I've
day.
been driving a GMC Yukon for 3 years now.
Yeah. The Super will probably never see the light of day again. It's already in pieces again.
Did you hear that?
Pieces.
Pieces. Super's in pieces.
Again.
I guess you can't lose a race if...
That's what I said. You can't lose a race if you don't show up.
Yeah. That's what he's doing. All right. This is the point of the show where we ran out of things to talk about. So let us know if you want to see more videos like that, because I mean, there's only so many cars in our family, so somehow we'll have to figure out a way to get others involved, but it'll be early. So if any of you guys, I know Davis lives in Texas, and Mr. Cheney lives in where does he live? Georgia.
Georgia.
So if you guys ever want to.
Yeah, I mean, that'd be nice, but it's just the time frame we have to film. It makes it so difficult. We have
We start at
2 hours on Sunday.
Yeah, we start at 6 o'clock on Sunday morning, and we are ended around 8:30 in the morning.
Yeah,
It's great.
Yeah, we need to find some more time to do more stuff. But
If we had our own,
garage.
yeah,
It wouldn't change.
if we had,
And the time frame is.
it is what it is.
This is the way.
But if we had, a bunch of subscribers and Patreon supporters, then I'll be at the race with any luck. Toss the keys to my MK3, even though it's slow.
It's a 7M. 7M's not slow.
They're not slow? They're pretty slow to me.
That would be awesome. That's a sweet idea.
What?
Davis, his last comment.
Oh. You can get Turo to sponsor all rent cars and race. That's an idea. I'll have to do that. Who's Turo? I've never even heard of them. What is it, like Carvana or something like that? No. They sell cars.
Yeah, they come pick your car up.
Oh. What is Turo? Explain. I've never heard of it. That's an excellent idea. I'm going to create an account right now.
just don't point them to these videos.
Yeah.
Look, that's my car. Look, that's him almost putting it in a ditch. Oh gosh. No.
Yeah.
Don't go down the rabbit hole.
This is getting a little awkward. We're just kind of standing here now. I'm gonna go get a drink. I'll be right back. You want anything to drink?
Sure.
I got 7-Up.
Water.
I have water.
Water works. You're just gonna leave me alone?
Yeah.
With all these people?
All 3 of them.
I'm scared. So now it just got really, really awkward. Because now I'm the only one standing here. So let's talk about how terrible the Conquest is. Anyone? No one? Nothing? I tried. That's actually a really good idea. Bring it up to Scott. He is the one who does all the design work for the hats and the shirts. He's actually a graphic designer, so he's all artsy fartsy. I can barely write an email, so it's not me. But I can turn a wrench. So I've talked to a couple people on here about IAC problems. So I think I got it figured out. The vacuum line that runs from the intake manifold to my fuel pressure regulator had cracks in it, like little tiny hairline cracks, and the fitting on the back of the intake manifold. So kind of band-aided it up real quick, and it runs a lot better. And the reason why it's in pieces is because last night I pulled the intake manifold off of it and tapped the intake manifold. So I'm going to run all my vacuum ports off the intake. It was a long day today because I set up till 1:30 last night doing that, and I had to be up for work 5:30. Scott's back. We got to stop talking bad about the Conquest now. So the question master wants to know, are we going to have any designs for shirts for the holidays, like a St. Patrick's Day S&R shirt, or it's a sweet cup, or a Valentine's Day hat?
Valentine's Day hat?
Yeah. That's what the question master said.
Yeah, if I got time to design them. I have been thinking about a new T-shirt design, or it could be used for either car. It's kind of like, if you're on any of the StarQuest Facebook groups, Howard, he posted up a picture of a design that he would like to have done. So I'm going to kind of play off of that. I'm going to have like the front half of the car, like half of the front of the car, and then like the name of the car on the side, and I'm going to put one on the back too, with the back of the car, the name of the car, and then just like the little emblem,
There you go. Sounds like you need to make a St. Patrick's Day shirt for the question master. Miss Question Master.
Mrs. Question Master.
Mrs. Question Master.
Maybe I'll just make you guys a couple shirts that one says Question Master and the other says Mrs. Question Master.
Official.
Hmm.
Official.
Official.
What are you drinking?
A little bit of that Evan Williams.
Mmm.
I would offer you some, but that was the last of it.
Well, I'm not gonna.
Well, yeah, you got to drive 30 minutes home.
Yeah. And I was rolling coming over here.
You were rolling like on ecstasy?
Yes, that's what I was doing. I went above the posted speed limit
You did.
at an accelerated rate
Oh my goodness! And the pilot?
in the pilot, son. Shh, don't tell anyone.
Who would like to see a battle of the dailies? The Honda Pilot versus the GMC Yukon.
No one wanted to see the 370 and the Mach. Why do they want to see two daily drivers?
It'd be funny. Set up some challenges, like daily driver challenges, like fastest person to put their groceries in the car. It's got that 5.3.
GMC. Mr. Cheney says the GMC will hands down win.
Yeah.
I don't argue that.
Got that 5.
The big J35 can barely get out of its own way.
I've been, so as a YouTube channel, you gotta keep things interesting, and I've been actually like doing stuff to the Yukon. I was told it's off limits.
Mama shut that down pretty
Yeah.
quick.
Which is it's understandable because we need that car to be reliable. But
This was a lot about learning mechanic skills.
Silverado has a 4-point grade. Yeah. My work van that I do deliveries in every once in a while has the 4-point grade, and it's like, I don't know. It is a lot slower than the Yukon. I don't even know that. The torqueless wonder. That's probably why, because I like floor it in the work van. Oh, my boss isn't watching this. He's probably not. There's only 2 people watching. I floor it to merge into traffic, and it just doesn't go anywhere. That's what we can have battle of the work vans.
No.
The delivery van versus the EcoBoost.
I don't have an EcoBoost.
Oh, you don't?
No, the old one I did.
Oh, you got a different one?
Yeah.
Oh.
I want a second one. And I'm about to get another one.
Why?
The company likes to change work vans.
Oh.
But it's just the NAV6, and there's like everything. There's GPS all over the stupid thing. It's just like with a certain security company we used to work for, where we got the little like report cards on how you're driving.
Yeah.
Same thing.
You brake too hard.
Yeah, that sort of thing. Which is kind of amazing because I got like a 0.4 safety rating.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, that's not safety rating. Like, but they give you points for each infraction. I'm like at the very bottom, 0.4. So I did nothing wrong except idle the van forever in a day. Like my idle time was like 80 hours.
Yeah, whatever.
I eat lunch in my van, so I get to eat the radio.
So what do the 3 of you want to see this weekend? Conquest or Supra? Do you have anything to do with Supra?
Finish up the mess that I'm working on now.
What are you working on now? Enlighten everybody.
I did while you were in there.
Oh, I missed it.
I told you about it earlier.
I wasn't paying attention. You said something about.
I tapped I'm getting rid of the vacuum log, and I drilled holes in the intake manifold, and then I'm going to put all my vacuum fittings in the intake manifold, and cut down on all like the wire, or not wire, but the vacuum lines are going to be shorter.
Yeah.
Try to clean up some of the mess.
Absolutely. I want to build a Honda. Like, really, like, bad. I don't know why. I guess it's from because I watched the Boosted
Hondas are great.
Yeah.
Cheap. Mid-engine K Del Sol. I mean, who was the Top Fuel built the B Series? That was a long time ago.
Yeah, I look on Facebook Marketplace all the time for like free cars.
$500 CRX.
Yeah, there's a $500 CRX.
Did you see the one I sent you today? $100 Integra.
We can probably afford that.
It's probably gone now, but I sent it to you earlier today. The battery's about to die.
Battery's dying.
Yeah, it was $100. The Pimple White, and it even had a title.
And a title. The CRX didn't have a title.
No, CRX did not have a title.
Get it. I've always wanted to see. I wanted for my first car. I wanted either a CRX or a EG. But that's like every car, Fast and Furious era car guy.
Mm-hmm.
That's like everybody's wants that for their first car. My first car was a 1990 Volkswagen Passat station wagon.
Chad the look that. I drove a CRX. I like CRXs.
Yeah, I don't know. How big is the CRX on the inside? I've never sat in one.
You wouldn't fit.
I wouldn't fit.
Probably not.
Like RX-7 small.
Probably around there.
Barely turn the steering wheel on the RX-7.
Well, I mean, it's going to be similar to, well, like my Civic, my old 92.
Oh, I fit fine in that.
Should be
Bigger than an RX-7. Okay.
Should be close.
Yeah.
To my EG.
So yeah, I definitely would love to get a salvage car and build it up, but you know, money,
Time.
time.
Space.
Yeah, we would definitely. You're leaving us? You're the only one talking to us. Don't leave.
Later, Mr. Cheney.
All right, have a good night. I'm probably gonna end this soon anyway. Boost Rodeo just posted a video.
Yeah, I just got my shirt from them today.
Oh, yeah. They have some pretty amazing videos. Like the quality of their videos
Mm-hmm.
is very nice. A lot better than ours.
On Supermania, they post up their builds of the Mark III Super builds, and all of them are just awesome quality. Like
Yeah.
the work they put into them. And they got some pretty sweet shirts and stickers.
Which one did you get?
The shirt has the front of the Mark III, and it said "Third time's a charm."
Oh yeah, yeah.
Uh,
I know what you're talking
Toyota Supra. And then I got the sticker that said "Because Race Car Boost Rodeo" on it, the bigger one. Which thanks for sending me two.
What's his name? Ryan?
Yeah.
Ryan for Boost Rodeo. Thanks for sending Randall some stickers.
And a sweet shirt. I wasn't. But it's cool.
Yeah, it's like, how cold is it outside? 28 degrees or something like that?
I don't know, I've been cold all day. I had to work outside.
I had to work outside too. My lips are chapped.
Oh my god.
I had to put up signs today outside.
See what we have to do.
What do you guys do for a living? I am a graphic designer / sign maker installer.
It's 35.
35 though.
35. Sweetie 5.
Randall installs fire alarms. Is it?
Yeah.
Alright.
So I have to roll soon.
Yeah.
We'll wait 5 more minutes if you want to.
Alright. Let's
Roll out, but I still gotta go home and take a shower.
AutoNation auto auction here. Oh,
Sweet.
do you ever come across any free cars?
Would be fun to go get in Houston.
Yeah. How's the conquest going? It's right there.
Covered in boxes.
I mean, it starts and runs and everything, but still having the problem with it dying.
Oh, nice. Copart salvage. I think you're always sending me stuff from that.
Yeah. But yeah,
even Dad does.
Yeah. It's cheap.
He's like, hey, look, I found a Supra.
But yeah, after an acceleration, after it warms up and everything, it dies. So I said earlier in this video that I checked my codes and I was getting the ISC code. So good buddy sent me some ISCs to try out, see if it clears up, and he also sent me a math translator with the GM math. So I'll be hooking that up pretty soon. Mr. Wyke Wheezy's TV. Auto Nation Auto Auction. Do they do salvage cars too, or are they regular cars?
There's a delay, so you gotta wait a second.
It's weird. We're watching ourselves.
My cameras can see into the future.
It's a video and a video, and then if we watch this, look, 3 videos in a video. So now, if we watch this again, it'll be a video and a video and a video. No salvage at Auto Nation. That's cool.
I know we have that one auto.
Yeah, we do have a
Auction
local
here.
auto auction. And then there's a big one over by
No, by the dragstrip.
by the racetrack, yeah. Up by Darlington. The big one, like
That's awesome. Just high mileage trade-ins, however, he gets crazy cool cars.
yeah.
That'd be sweet.
Any free ones?
Yeah, you just gotta go to Houston to get it. It's gonna take longer than 2 hours to get there and back.
I've never been to Texas.
I think even if we fly, it's gonna take longer.
You think?
Well, how are you gonna get it back? Push it on the plane?
Tie a rope to it. Just let it dangle in the air.
Okay, try that out.
That's just my life, a quarter mile at a time. We're almost an hour into this thing.
It's crazy. And we've talked about absolutely nothing.
Well,
this is the first one, so.
I wish free, but I could get them for cheap.
Hey, cheap is good.
Like $10. I think we've made like $60 off of ad revenue so far.
There you go. That's what's up. Brother.
Brethren. Friends.
Yeah. You got a 7N, Jay-Z? Elvis?
What is in the Supra of the white?
The Supra of the white?
Yeah.
Okay. Supra.
What's super underrated? What do we say?
The 7N? Awesome. Yes, that will definitely help. I just think the Mark III just gets overshadowed by the Mark IV. People hear Supra and they automatically think Mark IV, and then you have to go, no, the one with the pop-up headlights. And then they're like, Paul. But no, I mean,
What if you did?
thank you. The Mark III in its day was a monster.
Yeah.
The Group A.
I don't know the history on
It
them.
was a beast. I mean, at the time, it was like, one of the fastest cars out of Japan.
Ooh.
You just said, you just said MR2. It's one of Scott's favorite cars.
I was looking for MR2s and CRXs.
think you have a new best friend, Davis. His name is Mr. Scott.
I'm coming to your house.
You need a new roommate.
You need another roommate?
I really want a Merkur XR4 Ti. And yes, agreed completely. Around here, the 240s, the like drifting is huge.
Yeah.
And so, like a rust bucket, 240 goes for like $8 or $9 grand, and Mark IIIs get overlooked. Even though they're like getting harder and harder to find around here. You don't see a lot of Mark IIIs.
Yeah.
In Charleston, there's always a bunch of them that pop up. At least when I look on like Marketplace, Facebook Marketplace. Anyways, and so when I have to work in Georgetown, and I come home, which is like 2 hours away, hour and a half.
From Georgetown? Probably about an hour, yeah. Depending on what side of Georgetown you're on, yeah.
We work at the hospital.
Anyway.
So anyway, whenever I come home, there's this trailer with like a little automotive, I don't want to call it a shop, but a shanty. It's like this
A shanty?
Shanty.
Isn't that like a wine?
Maybe, I don't know. Anyways, so it's like there has to be at least 15 XR4 Ti's out there, like all over the place.
Have you stopped?
I've stopped 3 times and left 3 notes and never got a call back. I've knocked on the door.
I bet he's got big
I've
plans
like
for those cars.
walked
too.
around.
Yeah, I bet he's got big plans for those cars.
They've been sitting there for at least 2 years. Because as long as I've been working, that I've had to go to Georgetown, I've driven by it and been like, because I think the first, like right after I started working there and saw it, I stopped. And put a note, well, I knocked on the door. Nothing. I mean, it does look like somewhere you'd end up missing. There you go. This is the first Targa I've owned.
Do you like it?
I love the Targa.
Yeah?
I love it.
Any new projects coming up?
I wish.
Wish. Yeah.
Had the space, the time, and the money.
Yeah.
I'd love to have a ton of projects. Yes, it is. Yeah, I've had a sunroof, and a moonroof. And this is the first Targa, and I like the Targa.
For just for Kick 29, we were just talking about a $500 CRX that I would like to get, but it's probably not on Marketplace anymore. But I would really like to. We were talking about it earlier in the chat, that do like a salvage kind of build, find a rough car and fix it up. Not too rough though, because you've seen our work.
Hondas are easy to work on.
That's true.
All you need is a 10, a 12, and a 14, and you can take the whole car apart. And they're pretty much plug and play.
Mr. Gibson.
What's happening?
What's going on?
Even though now I'm about to check out.
Yeah. We got about a minute left here. It'll be 10 o'clock, and Randall's got a 30-minute drive home,
I gotta take a shower.
and he's got to poop and take a shower,
Get ready for work.
and then get ready for work. But how are you tonight, Mr. Gibson? Doing fabulous, I hope.
We want to just put this out here. Should we do more of these? Should we do another
More
chat?
live stuff?
Oh, I'd be all about that.
Yeah,
I'd
definitely.
be all about that.
Yeah, definitely. Like once the Super and the Conquest are
Movie and driven more.
yeah,
And we're at a spot where there's not really anything worth filming on them. Like
Yeah.
nothing super big. I think that's what we're going to end up doing.
yeah, definitely. We'll have to find a place to put it, but focus on one thing. Well, I mean, I guess I shouldn't say focus on one thing. We'll still have other things to do. Along with, small things to do on the Super and the Conquest, but yeah, we would like to do something else. I'd like to do a Honda or a DSM. I know you're against the DSMs.
No comment. Yes.
Absolutely.
Scott needs one to put an LS in.
What would we agree on? What car would we agree on? Well, CRX, yeah.
Yeah, I like CRXs. CRX or maybe an EF.
Or
EF wagon.
yeah, we're gonna try and do not try, but we would have to do something cheap and
Firebird, old Firebird, pop-up headlights.
put an LS in it.
Even an LT.
Are the LTs good?
Old small block Chevys.
Yeah. What's the CRX or the Firebird?
Might be a fight on the motor though.
I think we'd have to go LS.
Talking about for a CRX.
Oh, what would you put it if you
B
got
series.
B series?
I'm just kind of tired of K's. Like K's are everywhere, and I mean B's at one point. They were everywhere. Like you couldn't do anything without seeing a B. But I don't know. B's are cheap, plentiful, fit the bill.
Yeah.
And K swaps are still kind of pricey even to bolt.
Yeah. Yeah, I see. Because I would like to. If I would do a swap, I usually tend to swap something in it that should go into the car. CRXs came with B series, didn't they? The SIRs.
B16.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I would be okay with putting a B series in the CRX.
Or the dual overhead cam ZC.
Yeah.
That's a D series motor.
But yeah, I wouldn't K swap the CRX. I would K swap an EK or EG.
I'd still go B series.
Yeah.
Just I don't know.
Yeah. So, is that what you guys are voting for our next project car? CRX. There was one on Facebook, like I said earlier. There was one on
It's
Facebook
gone.
Marketplace for $500.
It's gone right now.
Yeah.
I'm guessing, but I'm pretty sure it'll disappear.
Yeah. Anyway. Well, it's time to end. Unfortunately, I know you guys just jumped in on here, but it's 10:04 p.m. and Randall has to go home.
You can continue if you like talking by yourself. You're not gonna hurt my feelings.
I'm gonna go watch a movie and hit the hay.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks, Jeff. Really appreciate
Yeah.
that and your support. Thank you.
Like I said, if you want us to do more of these, leave a comment, and maybe we'll try to do a regular thing, like a hangout. We'll actually come up with something.
You're welcome, Davis. And your large, tall shirt is on order.
All right, looks like we got to do another one.
Next week.
Try.
Are you guys up? Is this a good time to do it? Like we started at what, 9-ish?
Yeah, it was close to 9 when we started. All right, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Just leave in the comments if you want us to do another one. But it looks like a couple people were saying yes, so we'll do that.
Afternoons are good.
All right, everybody have a good night.
Yeah. Have a good
Thank
night.
you.
Thanks
We appreciate it. Thank you for the support.
Thanks. you get to look at my face as I try to figure out how to end this video. Boop.